Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Hena Rifa Fauziyah from 3B class, and I'm here. I want to explain about my proposal, and then it's about my introduction. And in my introduction, there are four points. The first is about background of study. The second is about research question. The third is about scope and limitation, and then the last is about significance of study. And then for the title of my proposal is teaching reading comprehension by using reading aloud in young learner in 6th grade elementary school. Okay, the first I want to explain a little about my background of study. As we know that reading is very important, but now children's reading interest become less because they like more activities besides reading, such as they really like playing game, watching movie, and etc. And this activity can make the student become lazy to read, and their reading interest become grow up, so their comprehension in reading also be less. And then as according to Anderson, Hibbert, Scott, and Wilkinson in 1985, they said that reading is basic life skill. So it means that the students, especially young learners, should grow their reading interest. And then one of the technique that can use is reading aloud. As my proposal, reading aloud can make the student reading interest become grow up. And then because reading aloud, as the Fisher, Floop, Lab, and Frey 2005 said that, especially at the early stage of reading instruction, teaching reading aloud can be a very useful strategy. So I use this method to know about their comprehension in teaching reading. And then according to my 5 review journal, they believe that reading aloud can make student pronunciation, vocabulary can be grow up, but they still haven't shown about the student comprehension in reading. So I try to now I try, and I want, because I want to know the implementation of reading aloud itself in teaching reading comprehension. And I'm focused use storytelling to do this technique, because storytelling because as Kim 1999 said that storytelling is increasingly recognized as having important theoretical and practical implication. And that's about my background of study. And then the second is about research question. I have 2 research question to do this proposal. The first is I want to know, is the implementation of reading aloud effective in teaching reading comprehension in 6th grade of elementary school? And then the second is, how are student activity in teaching reading comprehension by using reading aloud technique in 6th grade of elementary school? Okay, and next, my scope and limitation in this proposal. I use this technique, reading aloud technique, and specified to 6th grade of elementary school. And as I said before, that I using storytelling to do this reading aloud technique. And then the significance of study. I hope my research can give some benefits, especially for teacher, student, and also the writer. The first is about for teacher. For teacher, I think it's very useful because they can know about the effectiveness of reading aloud to teaching reading comprehension, especially for young learner. And then they can get attention from their student easily, because student like to their teacher become enthusiastic in teaching. And then for student, the student can like the story, and then they can know about the story because the teacher use expressive technique. Because in reading aloud, teacher not only read the story, but also the teacher also make some expression, so the student become want to try how to read the story, and then they also can catch the meaning of the story easily, so they're enthusiastic to retell the story. And then for the writer, I think it can show a usable technique to teach reading to young learner, and also can promote the student reading comprehension in teaching reading comprehension. Okay, that's all about my introduction in my proposal. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.